We have a few key markets that we are focusing on. Obviously, North America is a key market for us. And then in Europe, we have a few key markets, France, Germany, UK. These are key markets that we are focusing in Europe. We see today much of the traction coming from France and Belgium, which is great, but we're going to invest more in the German market. But these are the key markets in Europe. Interestingly enough, we saw a lot of traction coming up from Latin America and Australia as well.
Okay.
So, we have companies in Latin America, or, like Braskem. It's an $18 billion oil company that built a B2B on Oro and now is going to build a marketplace. The state of Argentina is our customer. We just launched, interestingly enough, a B2C site with Gerdau. Gerdau is a company in Brazil. It's a $12 billion company in Brazil, selling building materials within Latin America.
In B2C?
Yeah, in B2C.
Okay.
Yeah, it's interesting. Also we have see a lot of traction from Australia. We have some customers in Australia. We have a good pipeline in Australia. So these are kind of the secondary market, if you will. But we're very opportunistic, right? We don't say, this opportunity is from that country and we won't do it. We will go after opportunities, but these are kind of the key markets. We launched a few months ago a really interesting project in Asia, in Singapore, a company called Fair Price. Fair Price is, you can compare it to almost like Costco in Singapore. It's a $3.5 billion company, and we launched their B2B site, and they're doing very well right now. Interesting project there, and we have some other big opportunities over there. We're now finalists on another huge company there. Hopefully we'll get an answer soon, but yes, we see some traction from there. We're hoping to see more there, but we'll need to invest probably there, so we'll see. We have complex projects and simple, I'll call it simple projects, all over. Right, so it doesn't, the complexity or the simplicity of the project is not dependent on the location. And I think the main reason is that we are not vertical specific, right? We targeting every vertical, so we can get any type of project, any type of complexity anywhere.
So right now, France is one of our better markets, and I think it's a lot to do for the person that's leading it there. And as such, we saw his potential and very happy with his performance in France. So we don't like people to get money for nothing or do their work. So we want to challenge him and give him a bigger challenge, which is most of Western Europe, as we call it. We always felt that open source is much more understandable or understood in Europe, and that is a big part of what we do, the open source and all that. So going to Europe was always a big thing for us. I mean, day one when we released our first product, Oro CRM, and we did the same with Oro Commerce, it was an international release. We didn't just start with US and then build it for Europe. We actually built from the grounds up the product to be international, translatable. We have support for all currencies, etc. So really build it so it can be used in Europe. And we had a lot of partners that we worked with for many years, including Senolia, of course, that helped us with the localization of the product and the requirements for the local markets in Europe to actually be able to use our product. So I think we treat US and Europe as two priorities for us, and then the rest of the world. So we're an American company, but we don't treat Europe as the rest of the world. It's Europe and US are probably our biggest, where we concentrate the most effort right now.